The full report, The Celestial Phenomena over Basel, July 27th to August 7th, 1566. This narrative is proudly brought to you by Polly Speaks For You. At Polly Speaks For You, we are committed to empowering individuals, especially those with disabilities or learning challenges, through innovative text-to-speech and voice recognition technology. Polly Speaks For You is more than just software. It's a tool for self-expression, connecting people with the world in meaningful ways. By blending the richness of history with cutting-edge technology, Polly Speaks For You demonstrates that every voice, whether preserving the past or shaping the future, has the potential to inspire. While we strive to make the story engaging, our primary focus is on storytelling itself. The visuals are secondary. We're showcasing the remarkable capabilities of text-to-speech software that bring these stories to life. Introduction. Between July 27th and August 7th, 1566, the city of Basel, Switzerland, was the site of a series of strange and unsettling celestial phenomena. The skies above the city were filled with strange lights, red hues, and mysterious black spheres. The citizens of Basel, caught in the religious and social tensions of the 16th century, interpreted these events as signs of divine displeasure or impending catastrophe. These occurrences were carefully documented by local scholars and citizens, becoming part of the city's history and lore. This report aims to gather the historical records, letters, and personal accounts related to the 2-week span of unusual activity in the skies over Basel, along with a modern analysis of the possible natural explanations. Timeline of events: July 27th to August 7th, 1566. The celestial events over Basel span several days, with the most striking occurrences documented on 2 key dates: July 27th and August 7th, 1566. July 27th, 1566, the first encounter. The first documented sighting occurred on the morning of July 27th, 1566. Eyewitnesses reported that the sky turned a deep, unnatural red as the sun began to rise. According to Samuel Coccius, a scholar and chronicler who recorded the event in a pamphlet shortly after the occurrences, at dawn, many large black spheres were seen moving in the sky with great speed, as though in battle. They appeared from the north and moved toward the sun. After some time, they began to engage with one another, colliding, turning, and vanishing, as if there were war in the heavens. The red sky remained until the afternoon. Samuel Coccius, Basel Pamphlet, 1566. The entire city was gripped with fear and awe as the black orbs darted across the red-hued sky. People from all parts of Basel witnessed the phenomenon, and many took to the streets, unsure of what they were seeing. Religious authorities in the city interpreted the event as a warning from God, calling for fasting and prayer. Between July 28th and August 6th, 1566. Following the strange events of July 27th, the skies over Basel remained relatively calm. However, many reported seeing faint signs of lingering celestial disturbances. The red hue in the sky, while not as intense as on the first day, appeared periodically in the early mornings and late evenings. At times, witnesses observed flashes of light or unusual cloud formations, though nothing as dramatic as the Battle of Orbs from July 27th. During this period, the mood in Basel was tense. Rumors spread that the city was being punished for its involvement in the Protestant Reformation. Others feared that the strange events foretold an impending war, as Switzerland was surrounded by powerful empires engaged in religious and territorial conflicts. The clergy and political leaders of Basel encouraged the citizens to attend services more frequently, to repent for their sins, and to prepare for any divine judgment. August 7th, 1566, the second encounter. On August 7th, another remarkable sight was recorded, very similar to the events of July 27th, but even more dramatic. Once again, the sky turned an ominous red, and the black spheres returned. According to Coccius, on the 7th of August, in the early morning, the same strange signs appeared. The red sky was full of black orbs, clashing and circling, moving as if in combat. They seemed more numerous and active than on the previous occasion. For hours, these spheres danced across the heavens, creating flashes of light. Many citizens feared for their lives. Samuel Coccius, Basel Pamphlet, 1566. The black orbs engaged in what appeared to be a chaotic aerial battle. Some witnesses described them as flying fast like arrows, while others compared them to soldiers fighting a great war. The city was thrown into panic once again. This second event reinforced the belief among many citizens that these were divine signs, perhaps warning of an upcoming plague or conflict. Letters and anecdotes from Basel citizens. Letter from Hans Myler, a local shopkeeper. Hans Myler, a shopkeeper in the heart of Basel, wrote a letter to his cousin in Bern describing what he saw on August 7th. We have seen the devil's work in the sky twice now. First on the 27th of July, when the heavens bled red and strange black shapes fought above us, and again on the 7th of August. I swear it on my life that what we saw cannot be explained by any natural means. These are signs, warnings, though of what, I cannot say. Some believe it foretells a war between the great empires. Others say it is a sign of God's wrath against the reformers. Hans Myler, Letter to Bern, August 10th, 1566. Hans' letter reflects the fear and confusion among Basel citizens. His interpretation of the events as omens of war or divine punishment was shared by many in the city. As Basel was caught between the religious conflicts of the Reformation and Counter-Reformation, these kinds of celestial events only deepened anxieties about the future. Account of Anna Ziegler, a farmer's wife. Anna Ziegler, a farmer's wife living outside Basel, provided a more emotional and personal account of the phenomena in her journal. When I saw the sky turn red for the second time, I thought for certain the world was ending. My husband dropped to his knees in the fields, praying for our salvation. We could see the orbs flying and crashing into each other above our heads. I held my children close, fearing that at any moment the sky would fall, and we would be consumed in God's anger. The red light cast shadows over the hills like flames. Anna Ziegler, diary entry, August 8, 1566. Anna's account captures the fear that gripped even the rural parts of the Basel region. For ordinary citizens like Anna, the celestial battles were not just strange sights. They were terrifying, existential threats. Interpretation of the events. At the time, no scientific explanation for the events was available. The 16th century was an era of profound religious belief and superstition, so these occurrences were almost universally interpreted as omens or warnings from God. Basel, a city heavily involved in the Protestant Reformation, was particularly sensitive to the idea of divine signs, as religious upheavals were common across Europe. The events of July 27th and August 7th were also viewed in the context of ongoing political conflicts. The Holy Roman Empire, the Swiss Confederacy, and the surrounding regions were embroiled in both religious and territorial disputes. Many saw the celestial battles as symbolic of these earthly struggles. Modern theories and explanations. With the benefit of modern scientific knowledge, historians and scientists have offered several potential explanations for the phenomena witnessed over Basel in 1566. Atmospheric phenomena. One possibility is that the events were caused by rare atmospheric conditions. Solar phenomena such as sundogs or halos, which occur when light interacts with ice crystals in the atmosphere, could explain the red sky and some of the orbs seen by witnesses. Sundogs often appear as bright spots on either side of the sun, and under certain conditions, they can look like glowing orbs. The color of the sky might have been influenced by volcanic activity or wildfires far from Basel, which can cause particulates in the atmosphere to scatter light and produce a red hue. No major volcanic eruption was recorded near Basel at the time, but large-scale forest fires could have created similar effects. Meteor showers. Another theory suggests that the black spheres witnessed by the citizens of Basel were meteors or a meteor shower. During a meteor shower, fragments of space debris burn up in Earth's atmosphere, often appearing as bright streaks or orbs of light moving quickly across the sky. Witnesses may have interpreted the meteors as orbs clashing with each other. Mass hysteria and superstition. It's also possible that a combination of atmospheric phenomena and the social, political, and religious anxieties of the time contributed to a form of mass hysteria. With tensions already high in Basel due to religious conflict, the populace may have been more inclined to interpret natural phenomena as supernatural signs or omens. Conclusion. The events that took place over Basel between July 27th and August 7th, 1566, remain a fascinating historical mystery. Whether they were caused by atmospheric phenomena, meteors, or something else entirely, the reports from Basel have captured the imaginations of both contemporary and modern observers. For the people of Basel in 1566, the strange sights in the sky were powerful omens, portents of war, divine wrath, or the apocalypse. To this day, they remain a vivid reminder of how humanity has always sought meaning in the unknown. If you're enjoying this story, please remember to hit like, share, and subscribe. Your support helps us continue creating content that educates and empowers. To learn more about South Africa's leading accessibility software and to support our dyslexic-friendly initiative, visit www.polispeaks4u.co.za. Drop a comment if you want more information. Thank you for watching this video.